incision.
Would you
First-
speak a little louder?
Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, we'll give the marking where we are going to do the incision.
Okay.
So first of all, we'll palpate the pubic tubercle.
All right.
So here it is. And this is the anterior superior iliac spine. So our incision will be in between this. So this is the pubic tubercle.
All right.
And this is the anterior superior iliac spine.
Okay.
And we'll just draw a line imaginary. So
So-
this is the inguinal canal.
Okay.
This is basically the inguinal canal. And we'll take 1.25 centimeter above it.
Okay.
And approx 5 to 6 centimeter we'll give a incision here
Okay.
towards the pubic tubercle.
All right. Okay. So what are the basic steps going to be in your surgery?
So first of all, we'll open the skin, then the subcutaneous tissue. Layer by layer, we are going to open it till the scarpa, then the campus fascia, then the external spermatic fascia. We'll reach till the external sperm.
It's okay. Yeah. Then carry on. Yeah.
We'll reach, then we'll open the sac. We'll reach the spermatic cord. We'll raise the spermatic cord above. Then we'll get the sac. Then we'll separate the spermatic cord, and the we'll separate it. And we'll the cord structure will separate. And we'll dissect by manually. We can do the sac and we'll open the sac.
Okay.
Then we'll see any contents of the sac. Either it is direct, either it is indirect. Then we'll reduce the contents into it.
All right.
Then we'll do transfixation. Then after transfixion, we'll remove the hernial sac.
Okay.
Then after this, the main procedure is hernioplasty, means we have to place the mesh here.
Okay.
So for doing that, first of all we close the hernial sac. Then we have to make a neo deep ring.
Okay.
Then first of all we'll cut the mesh according to the size of this.
All right.
Then we'll fix it. We'll make a neo deep ring. Then after fixation of that, we'll make sure that the cord structures are not entangled or it's not compression.
All right. All right.
Then we'll the spermatic fascia will close.
Okay.
Starting with white ring.
Layer by layer you
Layer
close
by
it.
layer we'll close it.
Okay.
The way we have opened it, we'll close it.
Okay.
That way.
So post-operatively, what advice do you would you like to give to the patient?
The patient, basically, scrotal supports will be given to that patient. Scrotal support because there is chance of
Right.
swelling of the cord.
Right.
And like if the patient is having cough, we'll give him nebulization and all. He shouldn't avoid any hard work for 2 to 3 months.
Okay. So would you like the patient to have bed rest for a certain period of time, or is it not required?
Not required.
Not
We
required.
can discharge the patient 3 to 4 days post-operatively. We can discharge the patient.
Okay.
But he should avoid hard, lifting any heavy objects. Heavy.
And also for like follow-up, if what kind of problems can the patient face in the post-operative period, like
Post-operatively, most commonly.
for which the patient should come back to you? Like, I have a problem. Like, what are the problems which can happen?
Basically, the patient comes with pain
Okay.
because if any nerve is basically the nerves we placed there, there is irritation. For that patient complains basically of pain.
Okay. Because
They
you're
take
putting a
the
foreign body there.
Foreign
Yeah,
body
yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Okay. That's pain only. What else can happen?
Pain if proper dressing and not seroma occurs or
Seroma.
hematoma occurs.
Okay. That is in the immediate post-op.
Immediate
It cannot
post-op.
happen like a couple of weeks later. Seroma and
No.
no,
Just
right?
immediate seroma or hematoma.
So after a surgery, is it possible like the patient can have recurrence like in
Yes, there is
immediately, like
Not-
1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks
Not
within 1
immediate, but there is chance of recurrence of hernia.
Okay.
Cheese, sir. So wait, करें. Thank you, sir.
ठीक.
Thanks.
Okay. So please proceed with your surgery.
Thank you, sir.
तो का भी हो गया सर्जरी.